gin was getting low. I scarcely think we're gonna get a little drink till we get to Buffalo. Get to Buffalo. The cook, she was a grand old gal, 6 foot in her socks. She had a foot like an elephant and her breath would open locks. Oh, the air I hear was rising and the gin was getting low.
Hi, this is Jack Beyer, your American narrowboater, and in this vlog I'm going to do something a little bit different. Where I left us was in Market Drayton, where my middle boy Ben had just been rushed by ambulance to the hospital in Shrewsbury, and I should have let you know that everything was okay. And thank you for those that did contact me and want to know what happened to Ben. Yeah, he was in the hospital for 2 days, maybe 3, and he rejoined us when we were moored up at the Anchor Inn in around Arthurlie Junction. But in this vlog, I just want to go back to when I first started watching vlogs, and that was something like 2018. 2019, somewhere in there. It was before COVID. And I started watching every vlog I could get my hands on, especially during COVID when there was not much else to do. We were housebound. And I grew to really enjoy narrowboat vlogs and narrowboat vloggers. And that's what got me into it, was watching the vlogs and just commenting on what I saw and how I enjoyed them. Something is in the water in England, because just recently, over the last 6 months, over 17 vloggers that had vlogged for at least a year or more have left. And it is such a shame. And in each and every case, practically, they're going to be missed because of the volume of vlogs, the entertainment value of their vlogs. And what I want to do in this vlog of mine is just tell you who they are and why I'm going to miss them. For those of you who are Douglas Adams fans, the So Long and Thanks for All the Fish is a reference to one of his novels. I'll leave it at that. The first person I want to talk about, the first vlog, is the Aussie boater. And the Aussie boater was a very prolific boater. There were times when he was producing 1 and 2 vlogs a day. He's Australian. His dad got ill. He had to sell the boat, go see his dad. And in his last vlog, he lets you know about his trials and tribulations of selling his boat. His real name is Nick Cheney, Cheney, and at first he rented a narrowboat called the Misspent 2, that's Misspent 2, and after that he bought the Elementary and he fixed it up. It was a project boat. He had a pet cat, and that's about it. I'm gonna miss you. He was a real character with a real great story. Next, it's Chugging Along, Sam and Tim on their boat, the Mary L. They're both English teachers. They met overseas, I believe China, some time back, and then when their tour of duty was up, they came to England and bought a boat and began cruising. And their job was to teach English over the internet. So they were able to go anywhere they could get a connection and still continue to work. I just love this couple. And it's really hard to say why, except here they are, 2 English teachers cruising, learning, loving while on the canal system. And, they would share all their factual experiences like budgets and work and cruising tips. Some of their merch that they put out, they even invented a canal cruising game, a board game. I'm not sure if that's still available, but if it is, it's a lot of fun. few other couples made more of an influence and impact on me and my narrowboating experience than Joe and Michael on the Perseverance. Minimalist produced over its time frame over 400 vlogs. The couple met some time ago while traveling, I believe, in the Far East. And when they came back to England, they decided to uh, see if they could make a go of it cruising the cut. Well, they certainly did. They were probably the first narrowboat vloggers to finish the Silver Propeller Challenge, and they took us along as they did it. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Michael. You'll surely be missed. Next is Cruising Alba. This is Miles and Mariana. They have been going for quite some time, over 100 vlogs, very prolific, very knowledgeable, very personable. They love to meet up with other vloggers and share videos. Mariana is big on yoga, where she gets up on the roof of the Alba, and she's also heavily into gardening and other artistic adventures. Miles is the captain and the main steerer. You're going to be missed, guys. Thank you. Narrowboat Chef. Now that's Maggie, Keith, and Pixel, their dog, aboard the Andrea Rose. They're from Australia. Her parents also have a narrowboat and come and join them on some of their adventures. They're both chefs. Now, Keith is more of a chef, or he takes more of a lead as a chef. They've written a cookbook, and they show you some of their fantastic recipes that they use on their boat. Unfortunately, they are now leaving us for greener pastures elsewhere. We wish you all the best. So long, and thank you for all the fish recipes. Folks, here's another boat that I'm going to really miss and has had a strong impact on me personally. This is Carol and Ian. Ian was a single boater for a while until his luck changed and he met Carol. He's done over 155 vlogs. He does a lot of vlogging with other vloggers like Steve and Gary and Alan when they were doing, I think it was called the Engine Room Crew or something, some name like that, or the Four Musketeers. Anyway, he always gave back to other boaters. His knowledge of history on the canals, he could point to a building as he's going down the cut and say, that was this and so. Always fascinating. He did a huge survey on internet connectivity from the boat. What is the best internet scheme for him and his boat so that you could share his technical expertise? Ian and Carol, you're really going to be missed. So long, and thanks for all the fish. Eula and Josh had been vlogging for a long, long time, but in terms of the narrowboating, a little over a year. They're extremely well viewed. They have views many times over 50,000 and Lord knows how many subscribers. Very popular, but they're moving on. So long, and thanks for all the fish. Finally, we're on the move with Judy and Mark. They're a wide boaters. It's the only wide boater I'm covering. I could have done the piano boat, but I'm not going to. Judy and Mark had a severe accident with their boat. It flooded. They've decided after 7 years of vlogging to take a break. He's going to become a real estate agent, and she is going to pursue other endeavors. We wish them both the best. They're really, really old-timers and have a lot of knowledge with wide beams that they've passed on to us. So long, and thanks for all the fish. This brings some memories back to you all as well as me. I hope you share my feelings of regret that these vloggers are leaving us. But there's new ones coming on. We always have new things to watch and enjoy and to learn from. If you like this vlog, please, down below, just leave a comment or two or click the thumbs up button. There it is, thumbs up button and notification if you want to be informed when my vlog on from Market Drayton down the cut is put up. That should be in about another week because I'm getting a lot of encouragement or hounding from my family to do that one. Again, this is Jack Byer, the American Narrowboater. Thanks for watching. So long, and thanks for all the fish.